applications of different instructional materials. We are here to weigh their thoughts as what they believe to be the more advantageous in terms of educational aspects, most especially in the teaching and learning process. One team will be on the side of traditional means of education, while the other team will be on the side of the modern or electronic means. Let us hear their thoughts and have realizations on whatever we will be hearing from both sides. Each team will try to give their ideas to the notion that traditional ways in education should be replaced by the modern ways. Let us start the clashing of ideas.
We can't deny the fact that modernization has brought us something which are more than what we are imagining. Nowadays, all things are considered to be instant. With just one click, there it goes. These things might have been considered good by many, but have we considered the disadvantages or negative effect of this in our daily living? The most affected group of the society is the youth. We can't run from the reality that we youth are exposed to different types of multimedia or electronic materials which seems to make our life easy but totally is it not. For now, we may see its advantages but in the long run, negative impact will surely be more obscene. With this, my teams wrongly recommending that education should stick with and observe the traditional method of teaching and learning process such as the use of textbook, chalkboard methods, handmade visual aids, and other usable printed materials. Through these things, education will be more meaningful and realistic as the students will develop higher and will exert more effort to attain the real essence of education. Modernization could never replace the quality education traditional means has been provided.
To the members of the traditional team, good morning to all of us. Whether we admit it or not, we have this strike and dirt. For the past 10 years, we observed the most our neighboring countries have been gradually improving and developing. We may wonder why it is so. We always hear from professionals that education is the greatest vehicle to fight agents poverty. Education will be the only means that will contribute to the success of an individual, thus helping his country to develop. Now, let us try to compare our educational system from other countries. We have changed our system various times from big to RB to UBG, now the K-12 which is very good. But have we observed what really the problem is? We're a team that is not a system, but are neglecting mentality on adopting modern ways of teaching and learning process. Today, an era where multimedia play vital role in the lives of every individual, education must be lived on the next level. Department of Education is on its push to upgrade the teaching and learning process, addressing to the needs of the 21st century. With this, our team suggests that educational institutions should turn ways on traditional means and embrace modern methods such as the application of electronic materials, laptop or computer, internet, projectors, and many other electronic materials. These things will ensure more interesting and updated inputs for the teaching and learning process.
There is no way electronic could replace the traditional method. Traditional method offers realistic and more convenience in the learning process. Traditional method is adaptable to everybody and is more accessible.
Accessible? Modern ways are more accessible through the aid of different electronic materials and other forms of multimedia. With just one click, you can find all the information that you want to have. Modern methods are also more updated compared to printed materials. Some of the printed information on books is obsolete. This means the traditional method is isolate learner's thought, idea, and thoughts. Therefore, we should learn how to use modern means and forget traditional means.
Forget traditional means?
Let us remember that printed materials are more authentic and are validated. Books are products or works of years of searches by experts, which means that these things are really made for learning. Who told you that books are not updated? Books and other printed materials undergo revisions from experts. Not all we read from computers or from internet are true and correct because anybody could post in it without any validation. Modern ways offer a variety of information. Does it make learner more interesting? It makes them more realistic and easy to understand. Tell me how teachers will use of a textbook only to teach learners with different topics in every subject area. How could a teacher teach a topic in English, science, English, math, and other subjects which requires more concrete and specific examples and ideas? This would make possible that modern technologies such as computer, internet, and projector. This thing will make the teaching and learning process more effective for it will make the discussion more efficient and will make the every learner interested. Wherever we ask ourselves or not of are more advantageous on both parts of the teachers and learners.
Right, we will remind that among teachers and learners who have a computer or other gadgets within access to internet. Books are more accessible and available anywhere most, especially in educational institutions. And one more thing, modern technologies are sometimes used by students in negative ways, thus making them more prone to the negative impacts. More and more students are getting addicts to computer, but not for the sake of learning, but for other things. Students spend more time in playing and browsing other sites than of studying. Therefore, textbooks and other printed materials are more advantageous and safe materials for learning.
Modern technologies such as laptops and tablets make learning and teaching more interesting because it is interactive. Teachers can have their lesson more interesting too. Projecting it on big screen may it be a motion one. We should try to realize that today, students find it too boring to read textbook or printed material. Students want to learn new ways which will make learning easier, interesting, and instructive. As for me, I really find teaching and learning process more productive and efficient through modern technologies. It is true, we can deny it that modern technologies make everything easy in teaching and learning process. This makes students dependent on these technologies. Teachers are said to be the most effective visual aid, but sometimes, because of relying too much, they forget their real purpose as teachers. Students also become lazy as they condition their mind that everything can be learned through these technologies. With these reasons, our team will stick on promoting traditional means of teaching. Lazy is not all about being lazy. It is called practically. As a student with too many assignments and projects as well as quizzes and examination, technologies help us cope on all of this. How could we be able to accomplish all the tasks given if we always consume our time looking for answers from the books and other printed materials? Now with the help of the computers and other gadgets being connected to the internet, answers are easy to find. These technologies help teachers and students to manage the time to maximize the teaching and learning process. As a student, I see modern SME advantages and over traditional ones.
You can blame to others who say, with a modern method, your item will always out our learning. We have read and learned. We see these things as the valid and more informative because these things are product of experts in different fields. To the field that book are not updated. We say that every published printed material
respect to the other team, we are not taking the fact we have also learned a lot of things from the traditional ways. What are trying to push her is that we must open our minds to accepting new ways and means to uplift our teaching and learning process. Let us embrace the requirements of what we call 21st century education. In order for us to meet this, we need to go with the modern means of education. Let us technology play its part to maximize the teaching and learning process.
We have heard the thoughts of each member from both sides. Let us now give time to our listeners to share their ideas and to which side they agree.
As I listen to the idea station, I must go with the modern methods. I agree with them that this means maximize learning for it, offer variety of things to learn. These things are more interesting and more interactive for both the teachers and us learners.
I am with traditional methods. For me, traditional, as what they said, are more authentic, which means that learning is more reliable. We should not sacrifice the quality over confidence. Teachers are still the best. Instructional materials and books are still their best weapon and armor. Both sides may have the right idea or thought. Let us just remember that all things will have its impact to our may it be positive or negative. Let us just bear in mind that we should learn how to weigh things right. Once again, good morning and God bless us.